Welcome to Closet Confessions, Mountain Edition. I love the mountains and I skied since I was very small. And for the last 35 years, I have had, with my family, a little chalet in a very small village in France where you never really make an effort. And I'm going for a few days on a lovely skiing trip with some friends, staying in a hotel in Austria. It's going to be slightly different. It could be very warm, this hotel at night, and then these are very good skiers I'm going with, and then we might be strolling around, walking in the afternoon, a bit of yoga, but generally a really healthy holiday. But in the evening, you want to sort of make a bit of an effort, but it's definitely in the middle of the mountain, so you don't want to be making too much effort. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to wear for skiing, what I'm going to wear for après-ski, and what I'm going to wear for dinner, and what I'll wear for breakfast if I don't put on my ski thing straight away. Starting off with the look I'm trying, which is taking elements of forestry, green, and just giving a little bit of texture. So this is a very old Prada jumper. I've got a little suede jacket I got in the mountains in Italy. This is a little jumper from Varley and some Varley sweatpants, fantastic sweatpants. I have on some little boots that I might wear as my après-ski boots, because all of my actual ski stuff is in this little place in the mountains. So I've got to kind of cobble together things here. I had to go and buy another ski outfit because it was difficult for me to get there and get it. But these are very waterproof, sort of wellies, half-cut wellies. And I think I could wear those in the snow with a thick boot underneath. But this could be afternoon tea, put on a big puffer and walk around. And I cannot tell you how comfortable these sweatpants are. They're my new favorite thing. I want to throw out all my old sweatpants. Let's start with essentials when you're skiing, which is thermals. I have Icebreaker thermals, which I've worn for a few years. This is a navy blue pair, which are warm. They have different weights. This weight it's a sort of the mid-weight one. And then I've got HeatTech from Uniqlo, and they are very good, and you can get the really thick one, and I've got this pair as well in black. I prefer when I ski to do layers, because I used to do, salopettes and a big puffy jacket, and now I just prefer doing layers on top of layers, because I might go from very vigorous skiing to going down a slope, and you just want to be able to adapt according to the temperature and your body temperature. So let's put some layers on top. My favourite ski socks I bought for years are from Falke. I love Falke as a brand for socks. I think they do brilliant socks. And they're quite padded, and I use my shins a lot, probably too much, but I feel there's extra padding around there for when I'm really leaning in. Now I've got a ski suit that I've never worn before. I have in my house in the mountains many Norwegian jumpers I've collected over the years. Now I don't have any here. So I'm going to do over this thermal layer, I'm going to do a cashmere jumper because I still love a bit of cashmere. I do like to have quite a few layers because I do feel the cold easily. So I'm going to put that on, and then I have this all-in-one, which is so new for me. It's like a Farmer Giles moment. Oh my God, this is weird. I feel like I've got some contraption on, but I'm going with it because I might do a bit of deep snow, and then if you sort of fall, it kind of keeps you all in. Not quite sure what I think, but it's practical. So I'm going to put then a fleece and my jacket. I've actually got options. One thing I might do is put on this is my emergency outfit. And then I put on my other layer there. So I've got around my chest warmth, and then I have that. And I do it like that, all done up. It's a very nice slate blue. And I used to, when it was summery, I mean not summery, but when it was spring skiing, I love to wear a kerchief around my neck. It's not warm, but it feels fun. And I always have done this skiing, so I sort of just take this, and I'm going to be in Austria, so I just feel it's quite nice. So that's probably the layers. 1, 2, jumper and the thermal, 4 layers. If it was much colder, I would put this on underneath this layering piece. So this is from Uniqlo. It's not a ski jacket because I just didn't want to spend too much money. And then I'll put my thin outer bit on. It might seem like a lot, but this allows me then to just take layers off, and this can come off and just go into my backpack. And then I've just got those layers, and if I get really hot on the chairlift, I'll just undo zips, and then you get to the top and you get cold. So I just like that positioning. I generally wear mittens over gloves because my hands get really cold, and I have some new gloves that I'm going to show you. I am very gutted I don't have my old ski gloves with me because I've had them for 10 years and they're leather with fur inside, but I tell you, they are the warmest things, and they were mittens, so I'm having to wear gloves, but they're leather on the outside, and I find leather warmer than the new fabrics unless it's very wet, but I'm hoping these will be warm. Different shades of blue, don't really mind. It's all about having the right amount of layers. So that's ski wear. I have only one outer set. I'll just change my thermals and maybe change the jumper. Let's get on to après-ski and nighttime. I also have this little baby, which is from Artrex. I think, no, it's Helly Hansen. But what I do like is when it has this cuff, because then when I put my glove on, I don't feel I've got any skin coming out if it's really cold. So I'm going to take this as well, and it will be another layer. I also got this. I like different balaclavas, but this one I like, there was a breathing hole. It looks really weird. And I'll have a helmet on my head as well. And then I did get these in a few colors. They're great. These are Uniqlo as well. I've got white and I've got this color. Just, you know, in the evening to wear with a pair of sweatpants like that. I love these Falke socks. They're charcoal gray, and they go with the charcoal gray of this little outfit that I'll wear when I finish skiing. I like to go out but be in comfortable things. Jeans sometimes can be too cold. These are ME+EM old ones. I wore them when I was in New York. And then I'll take my mad, what do I call them? Backless loafers from Await Mode. I might then wear a little gilet. Yeah, so I might just wear that when I got back from skiing. Just a little bit smarter than just sweatpants in sweatpant fabric. And then if I'm going out down to have hot chocolate in the village, I'll wear this, and I'll wear a little ski jacket like that. There we go. But just to make the ski jacket a bit more elegant, why not? And then I could take that round like that. This is very old Nicole Farhi. I've also got this other hat I like. This one, I got this so many years ago. I have no idea where I got it from. I just like things that feel soft around my face, and go and have a hot chocolate. I also forgot, I mean, it depends how much luggage I take, but I love this oversized grey jumper. I got this in Zara menswear, 3-ply cashmere a few years ago, and this feels cozier actually than wearing that little gilet. I think I might be a bit cold, so I might do that with the jacket I just had on, which I've now put somewhere. That, excuse me, like that there. It's great, and it feels just casual but comfortable, and lovely textures in, you know, on my body. Found this little bit of faux fur, which might just be a bit softer and not so cumbersome as the other one, and I can just slot it. It hasn't got, oh yes, it has got something. How brilliant. It's got something that puts it together. Hang on, there, it's got a little twisty bobbly thing, so it just gives you the extra bit at the neck, and that would probably be warm enough. Yeah, that feels great. An odd choice I'm going to try now. So I also have a very old little faux fur from Prada. Then I might just do a blue hat. No blue hat, and I don't know if it might freak out the Austrians a bit if I did my sequin balaclava, but I'm just tempted. It does look like a pea head, but I don't care, and I sort of love that rush of the silver with that furriness, just as the eccentricity of who I am. I think I can get there. I could even add some glasses. That might scare away the locals. We could just do a little bit of a something, but I think that's too square. I need some round ones. The thing is important about life is you need to adapt the environment, but you also need to be yourself. And this is me being myself. This boot, by the way, is Penelope Chilvers, and I love it. So warm inside. It's sheepskin, really warm, and I love this. Feels fun and great, and I'm on holiday, and I want to wear things I love. I always want an opportunity to wear this shirt, and I never end up taking it because I try and take hand luggage, but as I'm skiing, I won't be able to take hand luggage. And it's just that mixture. I think mountains is great with diamond shaped pattern and with tartan and checks. I think it works really well. So this is a very old shirt I got at Bicester Village from Loewe at 80% off, and a pair of plain jeans. I think these are Zara. And then I've got some boots. I've got some brown, slightly sexy ankled boots in brown leather, and that's it. In the hotel, it's quite warm, I was told, so this already could be a bit hot, and I'm wearing it open, which I never do, because usually I always do things up, but I'm just trying to show off a little bit of skin. That simple, no jewelry, nothing, just a bit of drama on the sleeve and lovely fabrics. I've just changed the boots to a lower heeled one, because I think with this length jean, it's quite nice to have a bigger heel at the back and not a little heel. And I love the shape. These are from Kite, American brand, but I love the shape of the boot. For a smarter evening, I'm going to do a velvet suit from Bella Freud with some necklaces. And then in case it's a little bit chilly, I'll wear this little furry thing on top, and that'll probably be my smartest evening. But I like the breadth of shoulder it gives me. I like the way this looks like a all-in-one. When I put this on top, the necklaces are quite fun and sort of slightly hippie. And I like the width of the trouser. I've gone again with those brown boots. I want to try and take 3 pairs of shoes only. So we're trying to go between the 3. It's a great way to look smart without wearing a dress. I don't feel like wearing a dress on this trip. This is a little blouse from Merlette. I've never had it before, but it has Edelweiss on it. Sort of Edelweiss, yes. And I think that's rather sweet for Austria. Always think of Sound of Music. And then because I'm wearing brown boots, I don't know which ones yet, I'm probably going to try and just stick with not having too many pairs. So actually we could even go for the other ones. I was thinking I never like to see a heel coming out of the jean like that, but if I pull them down a bit, the length is all right. And I just like the slouchiness of the jean. And then I do like the little bit of the silver belt coming through the front and then pulling out the shirt at the back like that. Easy, relaxed. Let me try with the also other flatter brown suede boot. I think because the jeans are wider, this lovely barrel leg, some of you love, some of you don't, wearing the very flat boot makes me look like my legs are shorter. So I quite like the lift of the other heel, and it's not as high as the brown suede one. So I think I'm going to go with the short brown leather. If I wanted a bit of glam, I thought the Vampire's Wife, it is a bit much. I really love it though, and I might just do it a bit rock and roll. I could do it with the boots like that, which isn't totally me because I do like a wide leg jean now, and I just don't know if also it's sort of like short making. And with these boots, it feels like I've been here before in the 90s and I don't want to go back. So I might try it with a wide leg jean. I'm not going to fall down the back, by the way. Lots of you get very nervous, but there's a bit of a distance and I always hold on to the rail before I go down. I think it's fun. If it's glamorous, this brings glamour. I'm still in a comfortable jean, but I also don't want to take 3 pairs of jeans. So I'm going to try the wider ones and then see what else they can work with. Last thing I could consider doing is just taking the messiness up from here, turning in the collar and just having that hang down. Oddly, by hanging it over the center, it could be like I'm a swaying willy, but more, I think it could look like a skirt with a little thing hanging down the front. And I just like the feeling of what that does. I think it makes it more evening-y. So I might do that. I'll think about it, but I've got options. And then I've got the Alice Temperley leopard, which I love. And I think velvet is a really nice fabric to wear as well in the mountains. It's quite smart. I'm thinking, would I casual it up with something? I could wear underneath it a bit of leopard. I was thinking that. Let me just try that. This is more skin, but I could take an option that's not so skin. What this allows me to do is change the proportion, because by putting this top on, it allows me to put my shoulder pad top on underneath. So then when I put the waistcoat back on, I feel that I get proportion back in my shoulders here. And it's a little bit warmer or a little bit more casual, whatever I choose to feel this brings me. I can play with the arms, pull them down. I do quite like that. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? This makes it more into a sort of catsuit, doesn't it? If suddenly the dining room was cold, I might just put that on top as a furry scarf. It's actually a knitted thick scarf. I got it also in Bicester Village, the same time I got that shirt we did at the beginning from Saint Laurent for £150. One of my favourite scarves I've ever bought, and I've worn it so much. But that feels more mountainy by putting these layers on, and I could either do this with just that and have it over, just something to clutch, you know, when you want something to kind of wrap around your body. It's a very good wrap around your body little long scarf. Last outfit coming up. Last up, plain white shirt, ME+EM, with lovely little embroidery. It's sort of cheesecloth. And my old suede. The page jeans are back now. That means the third pair of jeans have come in. I could do the other jeans with them though. And I've gone for the flatter boots, which I think looks better. So that's it. That gives you a little inkling. There's a few other things I've got on here, like this jumper, an old Prada jumper, because I feel it's quite mountainy. And this one as well, just because I feel printed jumpers work really well. This is also a really old Prada one. I've also got another shirt like that, just in case the dining's really hot and I've made a big mistake in some of the things I brought. So I've got that as another backup plan with a pair of jeans. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's given you some inspiration. Everyone's mountain holiday is different, and some people are going with their kids and they just do jumpers and sweatpants in the evening, and other people are going to very smart resorts and they wear very smart dresses. This is something in between, and I hope it's helped to inspire you to think about what you might wear if you're going to the mountains. Anyway, until the next one, bye.